Stop explaining yourself to people. You owe no one an explanation. Life ni yako, live it the way you understand it. Kwa kukujudge asha kujudge, they've already formed an opinion about you and there's nothing you can do about it. And at the end of the day, nobody really cares. So stop explaining yourself to people. Kama biashara yako imefail, it's okay. Stop explaining yourself to people. Wacha kutuambia sijui zilipanda, sijui zilishuka, unajua sijui nilijaribu nini, sijui nilifanya nini. We don't care. In fact, some of those people you're explaining yourself to, they are happy that you failed. Wamekuwa kukuombea uanguke. So the more you explain yourself to them, hao wanasikia ni kama testimony unawatolea cause maombi yao imesikikana. They were never happy about your progress. They were competing with you and they couldn't understand mbona unafanya, why you're doing better than them. So when you fail and they were expecting you to fail, they're happy about it. So the more you're explaining yourself to them, the more unawapatia udaku. The more you're giving them material to attack you with. Na hizo vitu zote zenye umewambia, they are going to use it against you at some point. Hao ndio wataenda kukutangaza because you've given them too much information. If your business has failed, ni sawa. We kubali imefail, look around, re-strategize, and think of your next step. Hiyo time unaji-explain kwa watu, tumia hiyo time kukaa kwa drawing board, uangalie what went wrong, what did I do right, what did I do wrong. Ndio ujue, is it worth giving it another shot, or do I just say, I did my best, it is what it is, and you move to the next thing. In fact, the less you explain yourself, the faster you move on. Na wale watu wenye unaji-explain ya kwao, wako na mashida zao wenyewe, so they have no time to understand you unless it's somebody who you know is a solid friend. And if somebody is a solid friend, you don't even need to explain to yourself to them because they already understand your situation. The people who matter, they already understand you. If you have to explain yourself to somebody, then they don't matter. You can do without them. You might think that you're trying to clean up your image, but the more you're just giving us more information to use against you. When you break up with your partner, you don't have to explain yourself. In fact, hao watu wenye unaenda kuji-explain kwao wamekuwa wakisema mtaachana tu. So wamekuwa wakiongojea muachane. So when you go tell them mumeachana, wako yes, I told you. Wengine hata walikuwa wamekuwekea bet. Some were even trying to get between you and your person. Ndio muachane haraka. In fact, the longer ulikuwa unakaa kwa hiyo relationship, the longer ilikuwa inawauma juu walikuwa nikani kama wadaku. They were misleading you, they were giving you the wrong advice, they would see the red flags, na wako wanakuambia. Walikuwa wanaona ile time ulikuwa unafinyilika, walikuwa wanaona the time when you are doing stupid things in the name of love, but hawangekuambia. Why? Because they wanted you to fail. They were never happy about you in the first place. So the more you explain kwao, the more unawapatia udaku, the more you're proving them right. So cut your losses and go heal and move on in peace. When your marriage fails, wacha kushinda kuexplainia watu. Ni yako imefail. Wewe ndo ulijingiza kwa hiyo marriage. And by the time you're getting to that marriage, you had the best intention, you wanted it to work, you did your best. Whatever happened, whether it was your fault or the other person's fault or whatever that happened. You owe no one an explanation. Hata sisi tuko na marriage zetu, na hata watu wanaji-explainia kwa marriage zao, it's all like they are perfect. Hata hao wana struggle tu. Wengine wana put up image, wengine hata wana shughuli na wewe, they have their own things to worry about. So stop explaining yourself to people. You're wasting a lot of time, a lot of valuable time that you should be using on something else. Focus that energy on improving yourself. Think of how you're going to heal and move on. When you go broke, maybe job imeisha, kuna mali investment ikaenda mbaya. Now financially, umehit hard times, you're broke, you have to downgrade. Maybe ile place ulikuwa unaishi, the house becomes too expensive. Ile lifestyle ulikuwa unaishi, it becomes unsustainable. Don't explain yourself to people. Don't try to keep up. Ati ndio tuone bado uko sawa. Wewe kama umehit hard times, kubali. It's not a permanent situation. Downgrade if you have to downgrade. But don't explain yourself to people. Sisi tutakuchekelea, Nitakutumia kama example kuambia watu vile juu salimianga watu kwa sababu unajua pesa huisha, angalia hata fulani alikuwa tu hapa, alikuwa anaturingia. Wanafurahi wakiona auction yake kujio gari yako. Kwa walikuwa wanaona na vile kilikuwa kinaringa na hiyo gari. Ile TV yake kubwa ilibeba na venye alikuwa anaringa nayo. Watu hii siku hizi usijua hata wanaenda shule gani hiyo, na venye walikuwa wanajiringa hapo akiongea kizungu. The people you think are your friends, they will be the first people kwenda huko nje kukutangaza. So hizo my explanations mingi unawapatia ni content unawapea. So stop explaining yourself to people. Focus on working on your 40s. If you've fallen on hard times, if things are not going well for you, stop explaining yourself to people. You see, when you explain yourself to people, number one, it distracts you and slows you down from making the next move. Kama ni relationship, you need time to heal, kurudi soko, and move on to the next one. Kama ni biashara, you need to go back to the drawing board, re-strategize, see what went right, what you did wrong, what you need to do. Is it a valuable, does it make sense kurudisha biashara, or do you move on to something else? Hiyo time ungekuwa unafikiria vitu kama hizo, unakuwa distracted ukienda kuji-explain kwa watu. Nakumbuka tulisema distractions is one of the techniques za kuibiwa nyota, because you're focusing on things that you shouldn't be focusing on. And I've told you, those who matter, they already understand your situation and they know how to help you if they want to help you. Those who don't matter, when you unaenda kuji-explain ya kwao, they don't matter. Number two, the more you explain yourself to people, the more they give you bad energy. And you start doubting yourself, you start blaming yourself, you start feeling bad about yourself. Unaanza mpaka sometimes hata unaweza anza kujichukia, because they'll show you how, maybe you were stupid, how ulikuwa, some just want an opportunity kukukanyagia saizi zenye uko chini. So the more you explain yourself to people, the more bad energy you attract. So instead of kuenda hapo hivi kuji-express kwa watu, go work on your 40s. Tulisema the 40s ni thy past, thyself, thy purpose, and thy path. Ndio ujue, okay, what do I learn from my past experiences? Why did I get to the situation that I'm in? Who am I? How has this situation changed me? What are my values moving forward? What have I learned from this place? What is my purpose? Am I on my purpose? Am I serving my purpose? Do I need to go back and rethink things? What path am I on? Am I at the right place? Ini phase gani yenye niko? Because sometimes you're just in the wrong phase. You're just in that phase where things are supposed not to work. Because kwa hiyo phase kuna lessons unafaa kulearn so that they can help you move forward to the next phase. And instead of you learning those lessons and you working on yourself, you're busy explaining yourself to people who don't even really care about you. Lastly, the more you explain yourself and people, unaanzanga kuona ni kama watu hawakuelewi, and that starts to crush you. It lowers your self-esteem. Unaanza kujiona kama wewe ni failure because hakuna mtu anakuelewa. So unaanza kuona ni kama you're even becoming a problem to other people. And these people, they always act like, when you are down, people will always act like they are doing better than you. Hata kama they are struggling kivyao, just because they've not fallen hard like you've fallen, na wajitangazi vile unajitangaza, they want to keep up this facade, they want to keep up this appearance that kwao mambo iko sawa. So wewe unaanza kufikiria, maybe tu ni mimi sikuangi mjanja, enyewe ni mimi tu sikuangi mjinga, enyewe unaanza kujidharau. It lowers your self-esteem. So by the time una deal na self-esteem yako, alafu urudi tena kwa drawing board, miaka zimekupiga. And then the same people you're explaining yourself to wanakuondokea. Why? Because from the first toka mwanzo, these people didn't really care about you. So stop explaining yourself to people. Deal with your issues the best way you know how. If you need help, go look for help from the right people. The right people will always help you. Hao wengine wenye unafilia aje kuonyesha ati unajua bado niko sawa, unajua ni hivi kulia. Those people don't really care about you. They have their own problems. Na wewe the more unaji-explain kwao, kuna vile watakusaidia. See you in the next video.